Hey folks, welcome back to the third game in the series between Genuine Gaming and 496. That's right, everything comes down to the line between these two teams to see who proceeds through to the grand final and who go bye-bye. And we're already on the way to the draft. We've already got 2 picks on each side. Is this looking a little bit more logical to you, Admir? Is this a little bit more less insane?
Yeah, definitely. Like Viper has been banned out instantly. 496, they grabbed that Lifestealer, so this should be a much easier Nix game. At the same time, Invoker, I don't know how well he's gonna fare versus Nix, and whoever they pick against him. Like picking Nix, picking Invoker in first phase isn't really my to-go option, but they did it. They feel comfortable with that hero and they do it. Now there's Earth Spirit on 496 Gaming. I wouldn't be surprised if they combo it with something with high kill potential on that mid lane so that you can basically crush the Invoker during the laning stage.
Yeah, a Spirit hero that I don't feel like we've seen too much of him in the last few weeks. He was becoming popular again, which I know JRX especially was happy about. Especially with the double bracer build, right? And treads. Giving you something like 2000 HP around level was it 10 or 11, I think?
Yeah, power treads, 2 bracers, you're unkillable. It's very similar to the way you'd play Tusk. You just be so tanky that, you know, it's like you were just a menace in fights, especially Earth Spirit with a few levels and his ultimate. He's forced to be reckoned with, and yeah, we haven't seen him a lot in the last couple of days, but he is picked. He's picked quite well. All right, let's see where they go. They go with the monkey. Interesting. They aren't really giving away way too much, but most likely what we're going to see is that position 4 or 5 Nature's Prophet with the Monkey King on that core position. You can lane the Monkey versus Lifestealer, but you know how I feel about it. Monkey King. If he's on a side lane, he's not nearly as strong as on that mid. On that mid, he can just completely dominate. He's just like one-on-one, the hero is great. When you put him on a dual lane, he can win, but it can backfire super hard as well.
It definitely feels like the way Genuine's gone about this third pick. When we see someone make this type of choice, it's usually reactionary, right? It's like, oh crap, Invoker has a bad matchup or something along those lines. But in this scenario, there's no given bad matchup shown for 496. It just seems like they're flexing the lanes in. I agree with you, a way that doesn't make sense because I don't like Monkey King on the out lanes. I think he is a snowball hero. He needs XP, he needs gold.
He needs XP, he needs gold, he needs to be in front. That's basically what Monkey King is all about, and you want to use that monkey as a hero that just, you know, destroys the lane. You want to be stronger on that lane. You don't want to be suffering at all. So 496, they have options. They can react to this Monkey King properly.
I think Monkey King, does he also suffer from the logic that this hero he wants to move around a lot, right? And if you're playing it in the POS 1, you're expected to farm. It's kind of why mid 1's been having so much success with it, right? It's because it fits this playstyle of getting levels and then just ramping around the map constantly.
Yeah, I agree. Mid 1 is one of those guys that make Monkey work no matter what, though, even when he has a rough lane. Oracle is another hero that works well versus Monkey, as you can purge him off. So overall, Oracle picked by 496 now, and these teams are switching it up, switching their heroes around back and forth.
A little bit more countering going on, not by people on themselves this time around.
So what's the next pickup for Genuine Gaming? They need some supports now. They need a position 4 of their own. Let's see what they go. Oh, they just go with...
You're wrong, Liz. Not a support of their own.
Right, so they pick up a Slark right now. That's interesting. I mean, Slark versus Oracle and Rubik is fine. You have versus Earth Spirit too. You have... Oh, by the way, we didn't really touch on the matter that this Rubik is a core now, right? Because you picked Oracle and Earth Spirit. These are your position 4 and 5s most likely. So the Rubik is going to be mid versus Invoker.
Now, Liz, don't jump the gun. We've seen Mike play an Oracle mid. Maybe 496 has one of those too.
I don't think it's going to be Oracle like at all mid. I really don't. But there is an option to put Earth Spirit mid as well. Like Earth Spirit core has been played successfully by some teams, unsuccessfully by others. Like the hero can work, can be very strong, but can backfire super hard too. Slark is good versus these heroes. Like Slark is a decent pick, but Slark as a hero isn't really in the best spot. We've seen the Midas into Blink builds. Sometimes they work. Most of the times they don't. And I just want genuine gaming to whatever they pick last. I want them to work a lot with this Monkey King. I think it's very adamant for them to have a strong Monkey King after the laning stage, so that they can run across the map as 3 and create space for Invoker and Slark. And Slark comes online fast, but he needs to get that first initiation item, right? He needs a Blink, a Shadow Blade, something to get in so that he can get out with his ultimate.
And this is another reason that people go for that Midas, right? Because if you're a Slark that rushes a Shadow Blade, you suddenly put yourself on the clock. You have to be doing things all the time. You can't just farm.
Mm-hmm.
A big issue with the hero. Just doesn't really have the best farming tools. Yes, the Dark Pact isn't bad, but it's not something like a Monkey King where you can build these Battle Furies and justify it. The real question is whether this is... I think right now the biggest question is this going to be a Monkey King support or an Invoker?
It could be. Like Monkey King could be... That's a good call. Monkey King could be that position for the way OG likes to play him on Jerax. But...
seen some Invoker support recently as well, even at the highest tiers.
Yeah, but I think we're going to leave that to the highest. I don't think that Invoker support can work, but it's just very hard to pull off. And in a game in which you're about to get out, like in an elimination game such as this one, I think that Invoker is most certainly going to be a core. They just picked him because the midder feels very comfortable on him, and they had a good game with Invoker, so they're just going to put him mid again.
10 seconds. Genuine Gaming about to reveal this farm pick and solidify the choices, maybe. The Doom. This is...
Not really the best hero versus Lifestealer overall. On the lane, definitely. So if it's an offlane Doom versus Nyx already has like a slight advantage. So putting perhaps that Monkey King as a core there would be a bit better for them, but not perfect either. So
there's still a lot of questions there, right? Because this could be a Doom support. We don't see it too much these days, but there's still viability in it. They've done a good job of really hiding their true intentions with all their picks.
And the last pick, Axe. I mean, a hero that... Well, later on in the game, he can be pretty strong versus Slark, but Slark on the lane can really deal well with the Axe. I guess they're just going to use this Axe as a hero that creep skips and gets as much farm as possible, and then later on with that Blink, Blade Mail deals with Slark. No matter what Slark has, he can always be called. So it's also an infest target, right? You can infest the Axe and jump in. So overall, I do like the Axe pickup, as long as they lane him properly. Red has been on point in these 2 games before, so as long as they do the right thing in the laning stage, I think they should be fine. Roger Dodger, by the way, their usual position 5 is the one playing Monkey King, so, and it is going to be the Doom offlane. So
he should be 5 again as well, because he's been playing that consistently. Lord Boons was playing 4 on the Prophet last game as well.
Yeah. So they definitely throw a curveball again. I mean, Genuine Gaming, the way they draft is right. They always draft in a way in which they have these multiple heroes that can be cores or supports, so you can't really tell. And I mean, look at their draft. Like half of a year ago or a year ago, you're saying that they're insane. But right now, anything works, and it looks like they might take this game too. I'm wondering just how much this Rubik is going to be able to do on mid.
It's also the issue in general, both the Oracle and even the Rubik as a core, right? They're going to suffer against these rotations that can come out from, especially the Monkey King, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're slow heroes, right? And if you get hit by those springs as well, it's usually going to be a kill.
It's the Monkey King, and it's the Slark. Once he gets the Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger, he's going to be able to just jump around on anyone, basically, on their map. As long as Axe is not around. As long as they, like, it feels like Genuine Gaming, they have one that's this Axe. The rest of them are kind of alright. And their objective taking isn't that great either. You have them, like in that last game, they had that sick Terrorblade that was able to just take down objectives in a matter of seconds. This game around, the only real right clicker that you've got on your whole team is this Nikes, and he's not really the best at that, especially if you go for the Radiance build.
Also mentioned when it comes to Roche as well, 496 are pretty weak in that category, whereas you look aside Genuine Gaming, the Nature's Prophet enables you to go very early. The way that a Doom builds and plays, he can go very early. And they have heroes that use an Aegis really well. For example, the Slark or the Monkey King. Or probably not Monkey King in this scenario, but definitely the Slark. This is... So with the Axe as well, do you feel... With the Slark versus Axe matchup, is it one that you feel is, as you said, good for Slark to begin with? Evens up afterwards, but if you get slightly ahead on a Slark, do you not see the Axe as an advantage to just eat up all the essence?
Yeah, I mean, I said it in the drafting stage as well. Slark is not bad on that lane at all, unless Axe gets some crazy spin RNG. Slark usually wins that lane. Like, you would think that he doesn't, and that's what people usually do think, but Axe doesn't really scale way too well versus Slark on that lane. Slark with the essence shifts just eats him alive. And the only thing that Axe has got for himself is that he can creep skip and farm in the jungle, which is pretty good for him. And later on, once he gets like blink daggers, blade mails, he can definitely mess with Slark a lot. But until that point, Slark has an advantage, definitely.
Is there like a turn point where, for example, you are just seen as a big chunk of meat that's beneficial to the Slark? Say once he has the Scardian, tanks up a bit. Even with a blade mail, right? You just give him stacks. Be problematic.
King in a pretty dangerous position here.
He's a fast courier. No one can catch him. Don't be silly. I say a few seconds before he dies to a roll.
Well, they only have a roll.
They know. They know. Uh-oh. He sidesteps. I'll hit him up a little bit.
Have Purge. Maybe with body blocks. Let's see.
Roger. Oh dear. Yeah, he's gone. There's no way out of this now. And they will give the kill over. Oh, dodges it out. Forces Yacy to take it in the end.
Dodged it out pretty well, but overall just dies. I mean, the way he moved was a little bit dangerous, right? But he didn't expect 4 of them to be there, so...
Especially with the fact... he hadn't leveled in Tree Dance. I feel like at least 9 times out of 10 you take Tree Dance if you're playing support Monkey King, right?
Well, it depends. Like, on the lane, if you know that you're gonna be laning versus 4, and you as a Monkey King position 5 with a stout shield, you can definitely take Jingu Mastery and start hitting them, right? So it's not that bad to have that instead. Like, you can actually trade hits and zone out the enemy offlaner. A long time ago, that was the way Monkey King was played. You would pick him as a 4. You would go on safe lane, take Jingu Mastery, and just trade hits.
Do you prefer it this way, or do you think it's better with like the Orb of Venom build, where you can actually aggress?
Of course, with Orb of Venom, it was a bit better. With the Stout Shield, you can trade a bit more, I guess. So
he's switching up lanes, by the way. They want to stick the Axe top against the Slark.
I'm not like he's gonna be top. He's gonna be lacking 1 level, and honestly, with the Blightstone, I think they can deal with this Axe. I don't think they have to dodge. The only problem is how much this Doom is going to be able to do versus Nikes. But if I was Genuine Gaming, I wouldn't switch these lanes. I'd be playing the way they are.
They should just hang around in them. It should work favorably. It's a bit annoying having the Prophet here, though, against the Axe, because yes, you do a lot of damage with Lightstone, but
yeah, but look at Axe. Right? Like, he's already on 5% HP or something.
This is kind of partly to do with the counter helix and the way it works now, right? When it used to be, was it physical damage before?
He might die here.
Yeah, he might. Going in, Red getting low. They're getting Slark low, but not low enough. They'll actually heal him up. He says, "Thank you very much." Just about stays alive.
It has that salve, salves up, goes back to farm. I mean, this lane isn't that like I can see why they were trying to switch up the lanes so that Nikes can lane against the Doom. But overall, the Axe shouldn't really have the best time. But maybe with some lucky spins, we'll see. Maybe right now.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He needs to be very careful. Those essence shift stacks will start to hurt pretty badly. And Lord Boon's getting low. Final hit. Oh no, he's staying alive, but that one won't get him either.
Yeah, and now it's the Oracle that might be in problems. There's the leap.
Seal has no mana either. Got a Fairy Fire, that's about it. All he can do is waste Slark's time. The problem is, you're getting agi, so you're getting movement speed, and the Sunstrike comes through, gets him the kill. Once again, they'll just aggress on the red. He's level 2 now, but he leveled it into the core. Not sure if this is the move, actually.
Let's see. There's another pounce. They got him.
Yeah, they can get him. I mean, by that, I mean leveling into the core. I don't think that's the move. I get why you don't want to take Battle Hunger because it's a Slark, right? But I think the way that I've had it explained to me, and I think you'll agree this is like a really smart way, is you think Slark's not that much to deal with until you realize you're basically taking pure damage from Essence Shift.
No, of course, that's the reason why he's not really favored on that lane. However, on bottom lane, they might find the king.
Okay, get him low. We're running through 3 heroes here. Meanwhile, on the top, though, Red will go down first. And that, no, Roger Dodger, he got away. They'll go for Purifying Flames. They do give the kill over to Seal, though.
He got away. He jumped on a tree, but then he jumped from the tree down to the ground for some reason, and in a very bad spot. That was a slight misplay. He survived, and then he killed himself, basically. Monkey business, nonetheless. Monkey business.
Is it one of those panic click moments? You know, those ones you have where you're like, damn, I'm dead anyway. And you're just mashing buttons, and you go, oh. Oh.
Yeah, it had to be that. I can't find any other reason.
Okay.
He might die again now.
Yeah, this is problematic. Tries to dodge out. Roger Dodger will go down, though. The open wounds were saved. Just for him.
I think they're doing the right thing, putting 3 heroes here and just leaving Axe on top. I don't think Oracle could have really helped top. And Axe just pulling or creep skipping is like, that's probably the best for them, as he can't lane versus the Slark any longer. Slark has that advantage that was necessary. He has a raid band, gonna get boots. Like, you don't really wanna lane against that any longer. A level advantage too, so.
Who are you more scared of in this scenario then? Is the Slark more worrying getting this kind of lane because the lifesteal takes longer to come online, right?
I think what you need is a tanky Axe on 496. I think that's the biggest thing for you. Mid lane and top lane action. Mid lane Invoker getting pretty low.
A lot of spins came out there. Red has got the 2 points into the spin now, but the pounce in. Feeling greedy. Calvin wants the kill. He'll get it.
That was very close. Mid lane as well.
A little bit close, yeah. Mid lane, a little bit of action happening. Spirit going to move away. LY getting pretty low. The DD on Dat BB means you can zone him out. But it is an Invoker, and you do have those Quas Orbs, so you can just heal up. Love that hero, by the way. You know, I just keep hearing Gareth at the moment cry about how weak Invoker is, because, you know, he's an Invoker spammer. And I'm just there laughing, because I don't like Invokers. It's frustrating hero.
Invoker did see better times, definitely. Like, he's not really in his strongest form right now. Yeah, some teams do make him work.
It's a hard hero to balance as well because of that, right? The mechanical skill level is so high, and the complexity of the hero means that it's very easy to make him either underwhelming or overpowered.
The higher the complexity of the hero, the harder it is to balance him, because some players are gonna go ham and play 500 games on him and become insanely good, and they're just gonna make the hero look broken because they make him broken, right?
Yeah. And then you get the overnerfs, right? Meepo was the recent example of that. His tweaks put him a little bit too good, but it wasn't actually... do you think it was the change of the hero, or do you think it was because of the change they introduced to Wraith Band as well that just made him broken?
No, it was the Wraith Band that made him broken recently. But overall, that hero has seen so many patches in which he was broken, and then the next patch is just gone. Mid lane,
action happening. That getting pretty low. Nature Prophet wants to finish it. Lord Boons, he gets it. Just enough damage. No regen for the Rubik. Seal just force him away, but he can't find a kill. In fact, he needs to be careful, because if he shoots a little bit close to the wave, they did have Cold Snap again. This is the power that Genuine Gaming have right now, right? They can leave the Slark alone top like this, and you've got a Prophet that can be anywhere on the map. No real obligations.
Slark is super fine versus Axe, and then Prophet can gank around. Oh, there. Axe calls him, but like, you don't really benefit too much out of this, especially now when the Slark gets his level 6.
They're actually going
they want to kill Axe, yeah? Because he has no call, right? So.
They'll pounce in. They'll put out the battle hunger. They are indeed hungry for battle. Gonna try and purge it off, but Red, you got bigger problems arriving, my friend. Roger Dodger, he's gonna pounce in with the Primal Spring. On strike to check one way. That gives them vision to finish off the kills. Lord Boons does get the gold.
Yeah, and now with the Slark level 6, I think you, as these two supports, you just leave him. You can rotate across to the mid lane, or you can take down this tier 1. I think the better option is to rotate across to mid to help out your Invoker as he needs some help. There's 3 heroes around mid and they really want that. They really want that kill on LY.
Sealer's resisting the temptation to cancel that clarity. Doesn't want to reveal what he's doing right now. Yacy is smoked up. He needs to make a move now for Tool because it's going to run out. And he will be seen by the ward. It's to back away. They're wasting a lot of time here. Meanwhile, Red in trouble in his own jungle. Roger Dodger chasing. Forces the shrine to be used. We'll just pounce in the trees in time. Lord Boons is fine. Sprouts himself up to make sure no one can pursue him. We'll TP away. They've actually brought the Lifestealer top. Didn't really have a choice. He has got his Midas at a good time.
LY?
He's actually going for Yacy here. Yacy will be purged off with the Cold Snap. But now the Doom in the mid lane. Going straight on the Rubik. We'll get rid of him. Sunstrike helps enable the kill, and Roger Dodger gets the gold. Roll out by Yacy will be successful. They might just go on 4-5-8 now. There's a haste on Calvin. He wants
does have rage.
They need to keep the creeps away, though, or there'll be an infest coming out. Calvin has the Shadow Dance as well. Decides against going any deeper, as he did get purged of his haste. Shadow Dance comes out just in time. They can't bat him in. And now Yacy going to be healed up. A little bit too close for comfort, though, as the little trees continue to punch him.
Yeah, there is a Rubik porting in, so
no manifest.
They can definitely defend this tier 1. The thing is, though, you have Invoker on one side that's building into a Midas, and you have Rubik on the other. I think the pressure is on that BB Rubik to actually perform better. He needs to create space for his team. He needs to be very active top lane. Red.
Other people were active. Calvin, I mean, he hasn't got the Shadow Dance. He has to be very careful. Meanwhile, bot. They're thinking about going for Snow here. Seal's lingering nearby, but it's an ambitious kill. He's got the Satyr creep on him. He's got maxed out Devour. I don't think you even acknowledge the Doom's existence at this point. If Doom's on cooldown, you just accept that he exists, right?
Yeah, he has that Midas as well, so he's gonna farm so much. So you're not gonna be able to deal with him.
Roger's actually trying to make a move. He put down a ward though, so you saw the TP rotation from Yacy.
496, they need to find some way of taking these fights and winning them. Perhaps even what they're doing right now with Rubik rotating bottom is a good thing, because they have to bring the numbers. They have to just react to the fact that they're losing this laning stage with heroes that should be in front. So maybe taking this Doom down is a good idea, but they have to kill him.
Going in now. Get him down to half HP already. He knows he's done. A little bit too greedy. He wants to live long enough for the Midas, but nope. 1 second. Any more top? Calvin getting a little bit aggressive, but too many spins again from Red. He's self-sustained at this point. This is a little bit problematic. That's pretty crippling for the Doom.
This rotation, if they manage to remain here and take down the tower with the next catapult, would have been awesome. But I think strategically that rotation came 1 minute too early, as they didn't have the Carti, right? With the Carti, you can transition into a push instantly. And they need to do that, because Furion, with his boy Slark, is doing the same on top lane.
They want to open up the jungle and just eat up the juicy meat that lies inside. That is that big slab of meat that is Axe. I mean, he's actually rethinking his choices. He doesn't want to go for the Vanguard. He just wants to go straight into the Blink. Identifying that they need to make plays pretty quickly in this mid game, right? Because you've got this Rubik.
I see this done very often as well on Axe. Just get that link, jump on a Slark or Invoker, call and initiate. It's good.
Denied. Nicely done by Seal, timed it right. They rotate a lot of heroes up here just to ensure that tower was just a deny.
They rotated way too many heroes. They rotated everyone top, so right now you can see the Doom is already bottom Monkey King ported mid and is gonna start pushing it. So 496 are being a little bit outmaneuvered, but it's understandable. They need to wait for those items. They need the Blink on Axe. They need They need Oracle to hit that level 6. He's only level 4.
Do you like that Monkey King animation, by the way?
Yeah.
Have a look in the close-up mode. Pretty creepy, right?
He's looking great, actually. That's actually so good in the trees.
I want that to just be like a stance you can make happen normally.
That's actually so good. He's preparing to jump or something. Really nice.
Like no freaking weapon. He's like, I'm just gonna grab you. New ability coming in. Ag's upgrade for Monkey King now gives Lasso on Primal Spring.
It just jumps on your back and holds on, right? Like a monkey.
He turns himself into the alchemist and you into his poor little slave creature.
Yeah, but you see how if you look from top down, he's standing on his king bar.
That's
like
what confused me. And then I looked at the trees. I was like, all right, trees are much larger in the side camera.
Yeah, and when you go down, he's just on his trees. Like even you can't. I like on my PC, I can't even see the king bar.
No, I can't either. Like it's from this view, the trees are taller, right? Like they get stretched up. It's like you go back to top view, trees are tiny.
Yeah.
You can do this with everything now. Look, tiny. Everything so big from this perspective. Yeah, they're definitely doing a good job inside Genuine Gaming of creating space for even the supports to get gold. And Monkey King is this type of support that if you give him a little, he'll do a lot, right? He can convert, essentially. Which isn't something we see too often these days, right? We don't see the things like we see Venge a lot because it could convert into another core.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monkey is one of those heroes that... I mean, the problem for this Monkey is he's... I've been told Roger Dodger always
plays he's that, always 5.
Yeah. You can see lowered pools. Oh, am I lagging out or is it the game?
You're lagging out, maybe.
Alright.
I'm always on 200 ping because we're connected to SEA server. So. That dance forced out Calvin top. They were trying to aggress a little bit. The new game just trying to pull them around the map. Like this is the power of both the Monkey King and the Nature Prophet, right? Is that Benny Hill's theme, more or less. Just force 496 to run around, not doing anything else. If you were on 496, would you just say to commit to a tower instead of running around like this?
I mean, you need to create space for your Nikes, but to create space, you need a blink on axe. So you're kind of stuck right now. You're stuck into getting that blink on axe, and after that, you're gonna start rotating, I believe. So you need your level 6 on Oracle too. You want to make moves, but you don't have the tools that are necessary to make those moves. So you're basically in a bad position if you're 496. While there's nothing really necessary for Genuine Gaming. They can rotate across the map with the Doom and do whatever they want to. Yeah. Slark has finished his Midas long time ago, but he's not buying the recipe. Maybe he's thinking about
there we go.
He's not really efficient, but he's still got it.
The typical both people have Midas and behavior. Just wandering around like, okay, where the big okay, he's here. You farm over there, Slark. I'll farm over here.
Yeah, pretty much. Just say hi to each other and go back to your farming business.
Just grab your Midas and wave at them. Hello. Give him a little bump of respect, Midas bros, even on the other side. And actually, how many Midas? Is it just? It's just one, right? Yeah, 496 only have one. GG have 3. I think we know who's winning if this turns into a stalemate for another 20 minutes.
So you're saying the team that has more Midases wins?
Technically, there is a correlation between Midases and winning in Dota right now.
All right. I'll take your word on it.
People used to hate that item, right? Like a few months back, it was like, oh, if you're picking that item, you're basically losing the game because you're not being aggressive enough early enough. Do you think the biggest reason it's kind of came back in was the XP change?
Honestly, I think it's just a fad.
Just a fad.
It's just a fad.
All the edgy, cool kids do it.
Yeah, all the kids do it, so I'm gonna do it as well. No, I think Midas is in a decent spot right now for heroes such as Nikes, but I don't think you need to buy it on every single hero. I actually think that, like, most of the time what I see is teams that could end the game or take full control of the map buy a couple of unnecessary Midases, and then they struggle in the mid game when they could have just dominated completely with a couple of
there's some severe dominance on the Surf Spirit here. Sunstrike coming out, won't connect. The call's going to be there, jumping on the Doom. He has so much regen, but not enough, maybe. They're getting pretty low. That's it. Hadouken just going through. Wall sidestep. Nicely done by Snow, but nope, not enough. Seal arrives, and now Lord Boon's a little bit too deep. They threw everything on Yacy, and they found nothing.
Yeah, that Doom was used after the rolling boulders, so Earth Spirit managed to get out. And also, at the same time, there's this tier 1 on the bottom lane. If you don't get that kill on Earth Spirit instantly, they're gonna port in, and they're gonna punish you. But at the same time, I don't think this is that bad for Genuine Gaming, because they have the Slark with Midas farming top, they have Invoker as well farming out, so they aren't really worried too much if they lose a Doom and the Prophet every now and then.
Yeah.
It's space, man. They call it space.
Oh, no, that's fair, because if they want, Genuine could have maybe TP'd in. LY, of course, couldn't have done much considering he has Diddly Squat in the way of mana right now. But at the same time, you don't really want to fight into 496 unless your Slark has like one big item, right? Because he's committed to that Midas. He will have a Shadow Blade soon, or an Echo Saber, anything he wants to pick. But it is fair to say that 496 at this point in the game are stronger in a team fight, right? With the Axe Blink now?
With the Axe Blink, yeah, they definitely have some advantage, especially when the Doom is off. Once the Doom is up, I would argue like it can go either way. But with the two Midases on Invoker and Slark, there's no reason for Genuine Gaming to just fight all the time. They can use that Furion to split push with and just create space. Nyx is getting closer to that Relic though. And I think this Radiance is going to be faster than the Radiance in the last match. So he might be a little bit of a different Nyx than in that last game.
I've got a moment of disappointment for you. Have a look at Doom. That's more Midas inefficiency there.
Shame on him. Shame on yourself, Doom. Dying with Midas 5 seconds on cooldown, 7 seconds. That's gonna be 18 seconds.
18 seconds. That's disgusting. Yeah. 18 seconds that adds up.
And then like let's say 5 more seconds or 8 more seconds until he gets to a creep.
Stop it! No, I can't.
That's 26 seconds without your Midas. Don't shame on yourself, sir.
I'm gonna puke. It's disgusting.
Yourself a Dota player. That's disgusting indeed.
I can hear Purge screaming internally right now. You know, Purge doesn't really scream externally.
How do you know?
Talked with him. Also watched him play with Slacks. That's.
Did you try to make him scream?
I kept picking Tusk and killing him.
Oh,
he was very calm about it. He just looked at me like, you're a Tusk spammer. Funnily enough, I wasn't a Tusk spammer until after that. So, yeah, that was an interesting experience.
Alright, they're gonna try and play.
I will commit this to memory.
They're Gucci. They're ready to rock. Looks like Roger actually does have enough of the phase boots if he wants to go for it. You want phase or treads in this game, though?
Wow. Hello, guys. I have enough to buy phase boots.
More than enough. Look at this money.
He's saving up for something, actually.
Is it an urn?
I get the medallion.
Oh, wait, there we go, the urn, right.
Or something. Alright. What does the Furion have? Medallion and urn.
Yeah,
okay,
he's already got
the medallion on. He's buying a Midas, man. Another Midas, 4 Midas.
Oh, okay. Well,
they've been listening to you and your statistical analysis of Midas and correlation with victories.
They were sitting there. The game was paused. They just quickly opened the stream. Oh, what's Pigeon all about right now? Oh, Midases are good. Oh, okay. Close the stream. We're buying Midases, guys. I can respect it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Lord Boons did not respect the tower, and they did not respect him.
All right, he gets the tower. He dies afterwards. That's completely fine for him.
Yeah, because now Roger almost has his Midas. It'll take a while, though, because, you know, jungle ain't fast.
He's gonna get it any second now.
Well, say any second.
Second now, he's gonna go back to base, buy it.
25 gold short. He has to stand there and wait.
Just wait. You know what? But
then he has no
doesn't have
TP.
a port.
Yeah, he needs. He's like, dude, Boons, buy me a TP, buddy. But no, okay.
No, they're gonna just send Boons to take down the tower bottom, so it's super efficient.
Oh yeah. I mean, if he took it down quicker, maybe. But now, look at it. Let's count this time. It's been what, 5 seconds, 6, 7, 8. Finally, God. Still more efficient than Snow.
There is a smoke here, and they have warded this cliff. Slark is gonna be aware of it instantly. He knows, and they instantly ping out the ward. So Slark just goes back to farming mid instead, and they should be aware where everyone is.
Remember when people were constantly spamming Slark Zeus combos because of that?
You could do wards every single thing on the map. It was a bit nasty.
It's like I used to call the Slarks the sniffer dog because they just run around pinging. Like here. Like, good boy. We'll give you a treat when we get home later.
Yeah, right now though they don't even allow you to deward. They tell you buy me sentries and I'm gonna devour it because it's so good. You get gold out of it.
Oh yeah, and the XP. Don't forget the XP.
Yeah,
Look at this big stack, by the way. Speaking of XP and gold, Slark snuck in and he found some goodies. They will invade for that.
They do see them though. They have this ward that's about to run out, but they see the Invoker and Fury on aggression, and Rubik because of that just falls back. They're gonna steal the stacks, as you mentioned. Axe is porting in.
Do ancients like Italian? Because that's a lot of meatball. Didn't really do much though. They murdered one of the poor creeps.
Didn't really get a whole lot, and Furion is about to port out. Oh, there we go.
Roll in, Infest coming out, and Doom will look to make his escape. The lift comes in after the 4-star forward. Gets them the kill. They steal the Scorched Earth as well, so they can pursue for more if anyone's hanging around. Which they will not. They will run for the high hills. Roger. Uh-oh. Needs to move away. He's just looking for something to Midas. Alright, he'll take a normal creep. One of those people. Meanwhile, there is a focus now from Genuine Gaming around this top area. They're starting to take control of 496's jungle.
What did Slark buy? Okay, Yasha, so he's going SNY. Does he have... Yeah, he's going SNY on Slark.
Either that or Manta.
So basically he wants to be tanky enough to fight.
Boons.
He has been caught.
He's dead. No escape from that at all. And they did steal a big one. They managed to get their hands on the Wrath of Nature. Going to be amped up pretty heavily. And now, 4-star forward. There's lift coming out. Roger being greedy. Will be punished for it. They are not respecting this Rubik at all.
I mean, Rubik so far is doing alright, considering he didn't really win that laning stage super hard, and he was mid, so...
Axe has now got the Blade Mail, and he's waiting for something to show.
Travels, right? You have the travels on Rubik, and...
Yeah, he can be anywhere. That's why they're just meatballing down creep waves and being quick about it. Because Axe was setting up for a Blade Mail call opportunity there.
Axe is going to be up on Invoker anytime now. You have the SMY on Slark. No blink though, so no mobility on him. That is a little bit problematic, but with the Aghanims on Invoker and with the Slark SMY, I think they're going to be looking at fighting 496 as soon as possible. You don't really want to let this Nyx roll out of control completely. See, he does have that Radiance and Midas, so he's farming really fast.
Yeah, you need to actually shut down this area. I was just saying, they're taking control of this area and immediately they just surrender it over. Conveniently timed with that Radiance pickup for the Nyx. Just do whatever he wants right now. I think they're a little bit worried about the Axe more than anything, right? Because they haven't seen much of him in the last 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He has done a good job of just running around the map looking for kills. Might find one here.
Well, he's baiting here, I think. You can see the Doom has blink. He might blink in and Doom, but they've scanned. They know exactly what's up.
There it is. Going to jump straight in. The Doom's been thrown out instantly red. They might be able to deny him, but that's going to be it. Yeah. Sunstrike clips on the damn PB. Going in. Lord Boons trying to move away. Can't. They throw
that purge was good.
Fortune's End just cancelling TPs. Just get me out. Oracle is so freaking good right now. It's not just the purge, right? It's the fact that you have that false promise with certain heroes. The amount of heroes that have great regen right now.
No, overall, Oracle is definitely a cool hero to have in your lineup, right? As you said, that purge root buff is actually one of the better things that happened to this hero lately.
Do you think some teams just trying to avoid it because it's sometimes detrimental if you don't, like, if you're not in sync with your teammates, it can really screw you over, right?
Mm.
Like, there's not many heroes in the game that offer this much opportunity to ruin one of your teammates in a fight. That's why you don't get it in pubs, folks. That's why its win rate is a lie.
There is a Blink Dagger almost completed on Slark. I'm just looking and waiting for Genuine Gaming to give us some genuine fire. Oh, finally they killed someone. Alright.
They went for a genuine push, and it turned into a fight because Axe blinked in as the Primal Spring was being completed.
Doom is also
found as well. Got a TP, but you won't get a chance to use it.
Right, they need to use this Invoker and Slark now. This is becoming a little bit irritating. Yeah, they need to... Okay, they have a blink now on Slark. He has that blink flying in. You have the Aghanim on Invoker. They can still continue dodging 496, but they're giving way too much control for not a whole lot of reason. Like,
with the DE,
they're gonna try.
Doom's up in 20, and he does have a Vlad's.
No trees.
There they are. It's okay. They were on a coffee break. Extended coffee break, but they finally arrive. That B is moving across now.
They have no real way of checking, so they might even pounce on this. All right.
There it is. Goes in on Seal. And one more hit with Dirt. The Sunstrike going out. Gets him. They do at least purge off the DD. He needs to go use his minus. They're jumping across. They want this. There's a call coming out. The playmate as well. In trouble. Calvin. He can't get the Shadow Dance out. The roll-in is going to be there. The ball smash through. Slows down Monkey King and now LY. DP's to the Shrine. They're trying to throw down the Wukongs. They can't. They're going to get stunned up. Throw it down now, but too late. He's dead. They're in full retreat. Genuine Gaming cannot contest 496 at all.
Yeah, 496 can now just go back into the pit. They don't really have a lot of damage. They are not the best at taking rush, though. So maybe that's a problem for them.
Very awkward way to try and disengage from Genuine Gaming as well. It just seems like time and time again, the overfixated on spreading out and finding gold on the map. And instead, they're giving over a lot of gold in these fights.
They aren't really committing to team fights. And that's their biggest issue. They need to jump in on someone with Doom him, Doom a big target such as Axe or Nyx, and then continue fighting off of that. They just have to get their stuff together. They need to be just positioned a bit better in these fights. They need to be together, if nothing else. Because look at them. Look at 496. They're just aggroing all the time. They're going on this.
They want Calvin again. Roll in, silenced up. He's in trouble. Cool comes out and he's dead.
Oh, ulted.
Nah, that doesn't matter. Too many spins. All right, Coach Pigeon time. Let me just square this up. What you need to do, Genuine Gaming, is you need to take all your Midases and get them on cooldown at the same time. Then you'll all want to fight at the same time. Instead, that BB is the one moving forward. Doom does come out and Axe. That's the biggest threat eliminated. They're going to be chased down by Snow. False Promise comes out, keep him alive. Wukong's command has been thrown down. Yacy trying to run away, and the Wukong stolen return instead. Does a lot of damage to Roger, forces him away. Snow stand in the middle, and meanwhile, the back line, Axe forced to buy back finally. Roger Dodger being chased onto in his own Wukongs. Has a lot of armor, but not a lot of time. They roll and finish him off. 3 dead on the side of Genuine Gaming, and pursuing for more, they might find Snow. Gonna blink away, but Axe, he's there. Rune does at least get picked up by Doom, but he's dead. Problems are on the rise for Genuine Gaming now. Failing to really take any victories.
Catches Invoker top, but how much could he actually do? Not really
Not
a whole
much
lot.
with Forge Spirit. He's hoping for something a lot more wow than that. Couldn't find it.
You're losing fights, but at least you have 1, 2, 3, 4 Midases. 5. Does everyone have? No, Furion does not have it.
Yeah, Furion surprisingly
of course,
enough, did not go for one.
That's why they're losing. Furion doesn't have a Midas.
It's like the 5 Dagon strategy. You know, if you're not fully in, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, you need the Midas Furion. What are you waiting for?
Also, I'm going to teach you to count. Like in future, it's 1, 2, 3.
What are you trying to do?
Did you not have Sesame Street growing up?
No.
Oh man. Well, I know what I'm introducing you to next time we're at an event together.
I know what it is. I just didn't have it. That's some Amerikansky spy thing. Western spies. Watch that.
Is that how you identified the capitalist scumbag spies at your local primary school? They were watching Sesame Street.
Anyway, he didn't go for that 5th Midas, and that's 100% the reason they're losing.
Well, that's a bit harsh. We can't just blame Boons for this not going their way.
I blame Bones. I just blame Bones. It's his fault.
You know, it's just because you're a scrub support at 5 and you don't like 4s getting your gold. I know what it is.
I mean, he's a 4, actually, in this game. Lord Bones was always a 4 for them.
Yeah.
But Monkey King, look at his farm. Like, he has a Midas Echo Saber. Like, he's not too shabby right now. He doesn't feel too shabby. Maybe with this Midas, he's gonna turn it in an additional core.
Moment of silence for Boons.
Bye, Boons. If you had the Midas, you wouldn't be there, Boons.
Yeah, you would have just used it and TP'd away already. You would have cleared the camp quicker because you had a Midas.
This axe is proving to be really strong versus Slarks. They need some save. They need Yules versus the axe.
Yeah, but now you're at a point where you can deal... Even if you can deal with the axe, how do you deal with the Lifestealer? All coming out. Slark in trouble. They try and keep him alive. The silent start. He can't do anything. The Doom will be thrown out, but it's too late. Slark is dead. Wukong's thrown down by Roger Dodge just in time for the roll come through. Death and Blast is there. Doesn't stop the Lifestealer. Trying to move away now. Roll out just in time by the Earth Spirit. And now going to chase for more. The stolen Doom being used, ironically, on Doom himself. That BB will chase him down. Used up in the air. Waits for reinforcements to arrive. And they'll secure the kill on to Snow.
That was Slark initiating, by the way. That was their play. That was Genuine Gaming's play. They went on to that axe with Slark. They tried to kill him, but they didn't pounce on him. He moved away and just called the Slark. I don't know what the idea there was. I think Slark thought that his teammates are a bit closer than they actually were.
It was definitely a here fishy moment. As a result, they give over a lot of gold, and now they'll give over the Aegis as well. This is looking problematic as well, because 496, they got the Desolator now on the Lifestealer, so he has the ability to take these towers quickly. What's the big pickup that you're looking at next, Liz? What gets Genuine Gaming back in this game? Because right now, the minuses are nice, right? But I need to see something a bit better.
I mean, it is obviously about the items. They are definitely lacking some. You can see Invoker buying that Yules, which might be helpful for them. The Skadi on Stark might let him survive through the first call, but honestly, what I think they have to do is just play these fights in a bit different way. They need to shut down the Axe with a different hero, not with the Slark. So basically control the Axe with someone else. The problem is, though, that Axe is gonna find the BKB very soon. So once he gets that, it's gonna be much harder.
Trying to make a move now while they see the Rubik's top, but there's no easy entrance.
Rubik has travel.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has travels and also 458s on the high ground. They're going to lose the tower by the time they arrive, actually. A way too slow moving across. They're trying to delay things. Slark is waiting for a creep wave, but it doesn't matter. Once gone through, now the call coming in. They found a target. Monkey King outside the base. And outside of the space on the map. Back to the fountain he goes. Dead. And now, on your high ground, ready to take the melee racks. How do you stop him? Cold Snap will slow down a bit, but the rage comes out. The buyback being forced. Stomp from Snow, complete fluff. Will we slow down, start, stop? He will fall. And way to stay alive. Wukong starts going for out from Roger Dodger, but this is a support Monkey King. They'll give him the Lackady. He's going to turn around. A lot of damage being done to 458. No rage for 2 more seconds. They might be able to pop the Aegis for nothing. Meanwhile, Calvin, Shadow Dance activated just to move away very quickly here. Red looking for the initiation from the call, but he can't get in. Doom's going to come out in the meantime with the Invoker now. Moving forward, looking for more. But they can't find it, or can they? Open wounds out. 458 pursuing in. Sunstrike's going to be there. Stolen and Invoker. He thought he was good at this hero, but that BB says anything you can do, I can do better.
First uses the Doom on him, then the Sunstrike as well. Now they're going to take at least one side and they're going to rotate towards top as Invoker has no buyback. How many stacks are there on Slark? Just 3, so nothing really big.
He's been skipping leg and arm day by these numbers. As a result, that should be 2 lanes full, and you've got the Doom. Where do you throw it though? Well, Rage is going to come on.
You even throw it,
Doom. Instead of throwing the Doom throws the game, and as a result, that's going to be a second lane now going down. They can't get the fur because the tier 2 still stands in the bot. Did they maybe just pressure tier 4s, or is that a little bit too greedy? I think it's too greedy.
Actually, they do have
the creeps coming in. Yeah, they didn't stop it. Prophet went top. What?
Well, Invoker is up in 10 seconds, so I think 496 they're gonna fall back. Actually, they won't try and pressure the.
They actually want to kill Lord Boons. Oh boy. Yeah, see? Yeah, he sees. He can see it. No, Lord Boons he ran out. He actually revealed himself. He has no escape either. He'll buy some time, but they were already leaving the base. It doesn't matter.
Lord Boons fears no death. He doesn't care.
He doesn't have a Midas. It's fine.
He's manly and he wanted to show it. He ran out, hit that Earth Spirit, yoinked him a little bit.
No, he's zoning them out of his own jungle by baiting himself to die so that his teammates have things to Midas in their jungle. It's a smart lad, this Lord Boons. Yeah, he's got the next level plays. Can it buy you enough time though? Because you're 2 lanes down, and this Lifestealer has a slightly noticeable lead over your slot now. Almost, well, actually over 10,000 gold now.
Has that Lincoln's completed with the Desolator and Manta after the Radiance, so this Lifestealer is definitely a problem for them. Everyone is a problem, honestly, for Genuine Gaming at this point.
Love 25 soon as well, which is probably going to be the rage duration in this scenario. Upset we don't get to see the feast damage crit builds anymore.
They're gonna find the double damage too, and now they're gonna go for the last side. What's the rush timer? All right,
it's got a long time.
There's a way too long of a time to wait for that. I think
they can just go.
Maybe getting a pick off first, something. But it looks like GG, they're the ones that are gonna go out first. Furion has been caught already.
Oh yeah, the good old classic high ground farming Fury. Wait, they changed the jungle. You can't do that. He's dead. They're moving in, looking for something. Buildings 458 says, let's just take buildings. We got a catapult as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they need a pick off first, but they most certainly don't if Furion just dies like that.
Calvin went aggressive, gonna be silenced up now, lifted in the air. He's dead. We'll buy back instantly, but they're already gonna lose the tower. The EMP is coming out. 458 does rage up. Roger Dodger, Loon for out. The Wukongs doesn't know now. The Doom throws it out onto the axe. Can't do enough with it now. Calvin moving in, trying to do enough with the Wukongs down as well. Yesi needs to get out of this. He can't though. The roll gets blocked. Gonna bat them away. The false promise from taking the stolen Wukong's coming up with that PV. Zones the entirety of the side of GG away. Now they're in a lot of trouble. They're cornered. Roger Dodger can't escape from this. They will be able to get Calvin away. And LY gonna be lifted and dragged right back. Open wounds onto him. The buyback comes out in the Earth Spirit. Looking to TP in with the use of the boost of travel. There will be a buyback coming out from the Invoker, but he's used most of his spells. They're on cooldown. They're throughout the Tornado now, but there's a Rage. Cacklers are being used. Last hurrah, maybe. Red. Sprouted in. Two stuck there. Stomp connects on the free snow. Trying to do enough. Red. Gonna go for the call. The Blade Mail active. But it's killing Doom. He's gonna stay alive. And no, they'll turn around. They get Slark. They don't even lose Axe, and instead it's looking all over. Genuine Gaming won't even be able to find one kill in this as the game ends. Good luck further comes out. 496 will be joining TNC in the grand final.
Yeah, it didn't look like... I mean, honestly, the beginning of the game kind of looked alright for Genuine Gaming, but then they just couldn't connect after buying so many Midases that we praised, right? Everyone praises Midases, but look at what it did to them in this game. Like, you buy so many Midases, you can never really connect properly, and by the time you're ready to fight, they've already taken way too much control of the map and of the game as well. You get that axe with the... That axe on the lane, yeah, he wasn't a problem for Slark, but that's how it works. Slark wins the lane, but after that, he has to be very careful about the way he plays versus the axe. Axe took everything he could away from that Slark later on. Just a few blink blade mails onto that Slark, and they just slow him down so fast. Overall, though, it's not like Genuine Gaming played super poorly, but I think they could have played more as a team. Maybe work together a bit more. They were being picked off the map all the time, but that's also because they had 4 Midases, a very greedy draft, and a very greedy itemization too.
A little bit. And the thing was, it wasn't just that they were greedy with these Midases. They just seemed to refuse to fight as a result of those Midases, even when they could. And by the time they decided they should fight, it just felt like the gap was too big, right? Like there was nothing they could do in those fights at all but die. Well, that does mean we're done for the day. We only have one best of 3. Life has been easy.
It feels bad for the Aussies, though. Aussie Dota is out.
Yeah, you know, they could do with a coach. Maybe we should go coach them. Would day 1 just be don't buy that many Midases?
I think so. Think about your drafts and your itemization. If your heroes are naturally green, perhaps you have to itemize in different items, something that's not a Midas.
Good idea. I think the thing to kind of highlight with Genuine Gaming is mechanically these guys have got potential, but I think watching them the last 2 days, the noticeable thing is definitely some weird kind of item choices, but the bigger one I've noticed is they usually suffer from a lack of draft, right? They kind of, as we said in the previous game, they counted themselves. Their opponents didn't need to counter them. They were just throwing out heroes that were already countered by things on the board. I think if they resolve that, these guys could maybe go far.
Yeah, they definitely do have potential. I agree with you.
But that means we come to a close for today. We're going to end this. There's plenty of more ESL action happening today, and then we'll be back tomorrow for the grand final. Let me just check the time. The start time is going to be same as today, 11 a.m. CET. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have TNC versus 496 Gaming. And, well, I will leave you with a bunch of ads and loads of comments about throwing and crappy tournaments and rigged in the comments area, as you usually get when people are upset that the Australian boys can't deliver or any... You know, you kind of... You look at it and people see the negative. I see the passion, all right? It's a little bit misaimed, but I can see they're passionate and they believed in their Aussie boys. Maybe next time. We'll see you guys tomorrow.